Hey, we back at it again. We got another Kendra G. We back at it again. Let's see what Kendra G got going on, okay? What she got going on?
Hey, you was I remember you. I made you a highlight. You was here before, girl.
Yes. So
She was that beautiful girl who was she was that beautiful little girl, remember? She had long hair. She was sitting over a chair or standing up or something like that. And she was did some Instagram photos. Kendra showed them and did. Yeah, this is her. Let's see. Let's see what how she on here a second time. You mean tell me you couldn't find nobody? Are you nuts? She was a beautiful woman. She was a beautiful woman over there. So what the hell happened? Why are you back here? Why are you back here?
I have done quite a bit of reflecting off of your comments, the actual comments that.
Oh, she was the chick who wanted the provider. She wanted to have her life, but she still wanted to provide her like that. Okay, I got it. But she had real high standards. That's right.
That were highlighted on our episode. And I wanted to redo it because I felt like our conversation got caught up in like girl chat, chit chat, rather than me being on a dating show looking for someone. So I just wanted a fresh start.
Okay, we can do it again, but what did you say? I'm just curious. Mm-hmm. What are you going to change this? Like, what did you reflect and say, okay, I want to change this or I want to change that?
My episode was about 33 minutes.
And I remember. I'm just curious to know, what do you want to do different? Like, what would you say different?
So a lot of the things I said were just rephrased of opposite things on like the things that I want, the things that I don't want. They were just like reflecting. So I just want to make my list shorter, more concise. And also, I am just so comfortable with you because I watch you all the time. So it felt like I was talking to a friend. And I just said way too much, and I just want to keep it simple.
No, she talked too much. Her standards were nuts, and she was halfway lying about a couple of things, okay? Because it was unbelievable. But let's see what she got to say. Let's see.
I really made the list for the show because I thought, the cousins want a list. They want to hear like actual things. So I just made the list for the show. This is not something I live by real life, but I've learned a lot from watching your show. So
okay, well, let's get to it, Shanti. All right, so Shanti was here. I think I remember a couple things. Are you San Diego or San Francisco?
San Francisco.
Okay, San Francisco. I know you're in your 20s, but I forget the actual number.
I just turned 27. Whoops.
Okay, 27. I know no kids. I know never married. I forget your job.
I'm a legal analyst, and I'll speak on that later. I'll let you get through your questions.
You want to speak on it now?
Sure. So,
don't sit up here and say you was lying about what you do. I'm going to school for a legal analyst, but I'm not really a legal analyst. Don't get up here and start lying, because if you start lying, we know you're a liar.
A couple of cousins found my social site. I'm not going to say which one.
And they found out that you was a model. That's right. You was lying about. Is she really a legal analyst, y'all? What's going on? Yeah, they found out she was a model.
And they were concerned because I have model in my bio. Instagram isn't a real place for me. It's somewhere where I post when I go out with my friends. I have fun. I have my outfits. I used to model, but I stopped because I realized I don't want a career that relies on my beauty. And it's there, and that's something that's going to be there. I don't connect with coworkers, colleagues on social media, and I feel like that's fine. But to say that I'm lying about a job that I have with a business degree is kind of weird because I haven't been to legal school yet. The conversations were just everywhere regarding.
You haven't been?
Whoa. She ain't been to legal school yet she's a legal analyst. Come on now.
But you never been to legal school?
No. So you can actually get a legal job by just having a business degree. Understand, I'm an analyst, so I analyze information. I'm not in a courthouse. I don't represent anyone as a client. And so that is just something I want to clear up.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I guess my question is, what do you do as a legal analyst? Maybe I'm ignorant.
Okay, so legal analyst. So I analyze court documents. So let's say you as a client to an attorney, you have a mediation brief. So I'm just going in discovery and searching and researching the things that are listed in the mediation brief, making sure they're correct, any imperfections, something like a paralegal.
Okay. So the cousin said they found out, they said, you a model.
Girl, they found me fast. I don't know. I don't want to be found. Just please respect my privacy on there.
Girl, I have to defend them on.
Okay, go ahead.
Once you call this international worldwide show, it's hard. You can't really say they gonna check.
They can check, but they were trying to find my job.
This was the chick who ran down all her standards. She was looking off to the left and she had a list. And we just kept wondering why she was so perfect with her delivery. She had all of that stuff written down. Okay, this is the chick who's in her house. Had a dress on, crossed her legs, seen almost up to her Yahoo. Okay, I got it now.
People were.
Now I will say that I don't condone.
Yeah,
I feel like some cousins definitely go way too far. All right, but back to you. So we got Ashanti, San Francisco, 27, no kids, never married. So you are a legal analyst. That's our job, right? That's your job?
Yes.
Okay, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
All right, I think I got it all. So what kind of man you looking for? This is her second time around. She wants to switch it up a little bit.
Still looking for a proud Black man. And I would like for him, I have a list. So I will be reading off my screen as everyone had questions about. Mindful, protective, confident, assertive, consistent, and respects traditional gender roles.
I could have sworn she said that she wanted to make her list shorter. Now she come up with another list. We got to hear her again. We already done heard her stuff. I don't understand why she... Let's go.
Okay. It's a little short. I do remember. I think your deal breaker list was long. I want to hear this one now.
Okay.
What are your deal breakers?
A heavy smoker and drinker, passive, God-fearing heathens, not focused on relationships, confused about their sexuality, has or unsure about kids.
Okay. Do we still have the nothing, like 50-year-old, no trophy wife?
I feel like that was not productive for our conversation, and I do want to respect and not talk about that, because a lot of 50-year-olds who were qualified, somewhat overqualified, messaged me thinking that they had a past, like, hey, you know what, I'm a successful doctor, I could take you off of whatever you're doing. And it was just an interesting week for me.
So now are you open to dating men in their 50s?
Nope, I just don't want to talk about it because I don't want any of them to message me, because a lot of them messaged me saying, like, I have everything you need, you can come over here. And I'm just like, I don't even.
Well then, okay, I guess my question is, because that was we spent a lot of time there, or you said that clearly. So why not just, if that's the case, this is your interview, yes, why not just say, no, I still stand by that. I don't want to date anybody that's 50 and up.
Yes, I said that. I still don't want to date anyone 50. I just don't want it to be part of the interview, because they wanted to shoot their shot to kind of feel like,
She wants a man that's closer to her age so they can grow together, have children together, and do all those things together. That's what she wants. I don't know why she just don't say that. I'm 27. I don't want nobody over the age of 40. I want him to have no kids, and I want us to live our life together and do these things and this, that, and the third. That's all you got to say. I mean, what is all this? What is all this? This cloak and dagger shit? Just say it.
Can adjust my rules, because I did say I was flexible on some things, but that's okay. I'm not flexible.
But they gonna shoot your shot. You're a pretty girl.
Thank you.
That was your deal breakers. Should he look a certain way?
Clean cut, well groomed, a natural hair color, just a natural hair color. No extreme piercings, visible tattoos, and no colored fingernails.
So those things stay, because those were the same things you said last time.
Yes, but I cleaned up the list, so I didn't go to like a...
No, you didn't. You just became more boring.
Extensive explanations, because I feel like that is what carried the interview. So it's same thing, just cleaned up. Okay. I just went typing away when I was making this list, just of everything that I could think of, out of stress to make sure like my interview was productive, but it bit me in the end.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Everything that I listed, a man on his path, he would have money or be established in some extent.
Okay. We gotta do the Kendra Cam. I'm not sure where you are.
I'm not gonna say, but I'm in a parking lot.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Can you see like this one?
Yes.
If my phone can stand up. Hold on 1 second.
Lovely said she's very pretty and classy.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh yeah, she was a pretty girl. Nice shape. Oh, I remember this. I want to bring this up. Someone paid to ask you this.
Yes.
Ashanti, I'm very surprised you're still available. Are you okay with ministers now? Would you date somebody in the church?
No. So
See, there's something wrong with her. There's something going on with her. There's something going on with her. There's no way someone that pretty would be alone. I always say it, if you're a normal, everyday, average person who doesn't swing from one side to the other, you're not going to not date this person. You're not going to not date this person because they got a kid. You're not going to date this person because they're too short. You're not going to do this. You can find somebody within a month or two. And she's a beautiful woman. So she has to have plenty of men coming her way. She's looking for someone particular. If you're not hitting her particular list, she doesn't want you. And she has a whole particular list of all the things she wants. If you hit any of those things that she doesn't want, you don't have a chance. And most of the men that are hitting her up are probably older, and she's like, nope, I don't want to deal with anybody unless they're my age. And then all of those requirements that she said, they have to meet those. Don't go to jail, don't wear fingernails, don't be gay, don't be bisexual. All of these things she doesn't want. So she's looking for a needle in a haystack, guys.
The big reason why I got a lot of pushback on this to why I'm not dead set hard on someone is because honestly, I need to date out of the Bay Area. I need to date outside of San Francisco. It's a lot of things that are going on here. And honestly, if I'm looking for my person, I just don't want to make such a short area or pool to pull from when there are successful men everywhere. So that's something I do want to change as well.
So you're going to change, you want to change, so you will date pastors?
No, I won't date pastors, but I won't keep my list restricted to the Bay Area. I had a lot of people reach out that were outside of the Bay Area, and I'm like, you know what? It's not really that big of a deal for me to have my parents as babysitters, but they'll still be in their grandchildren's life.
I will say this. That's the benefit of my show. The people that have linked up, I think except for one couple that I know of, well, no, maybe two, but for the most part, they met because they would have never met. Like they weren't in the same city, they weren't in the same states. Evans and Joanna, the first couple who ever got married from the show, I think Joanna was in Miami and he was in Charlotte. And she saw him on the show. So the benefits of the show is meeting someone that's not in your city. So you now are open to someone outside of the city.
Yes, and shout out to HQ. HQ, you know who you are. She gave me words of advice of making sure that I am dating not only just online, because it was my first time even saying like to the public out loud to my friends that I was single. And so that's why my friends were watching. So I am going through my real life, and I know it's one of your like advice as well too, Kendra, to use your real life to date. So that was like, oh, why is Shanti going on this show? It's really it was my kind of shot to the world, but honestly it should have been to the world as it should have been.
Okay. Did I just ask you about your last relationship?
Oh, that was in October, but emotionally available since December.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'm not going to answer.
Wait a minute, hold up. Why didn't that relationship work? Why didn't that relationship that just ended work? Why didn't it work? What happened? That's the whole question. She's such an amazing human being. Amazing. Why is it that it didn't work?
Okay, 3 flaws you have to work on.
Another big conversation. Me letting go of my cat. I'm not letting go of my cat just because personally, my cat's old. He's going to pass soon. So I have an old cat. I'm not going to put him in a shelter because a man thinks I'm beautiful and wants to sweep me off my feet. I think that's kind of weird. So I would like to keep my cat until his last days. I cry to regulate my emotions. I also tend to overshare and think everyone's my friend. And I'm learning I'm learning to watch my mouth. So that's something. And I also crave development. So I tend to be pretty hard on myself when people are like giving me advice, and I take it in emotionally and like I sit with it and register it. So also learning to balance advice and people nagging, because I experienced a lot of people nagging over the past couple weeks.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
A guy would be lucky to be with me because I am happy and so excited to be with him. Like I said in my last interview, I am emotionally available. So I'm so happy to celebrate you. I will respect you in public. The things that I do now to develop myself not only to a better woman, I'm also looking to develop myself to be the perfect wife for my future husband.
Yep. She's talked to me. I've talked to her.
Could the guy have kids? Have you changed that? No.
I don't want him to have kids because I want us to have our own family together. Okay. So I would say no kids. One, possibly, but no kids.
Okay. So we got a couple paid questions for you. Van Varner said, Ashanti, open up your options to date other races.
I understand if I have a Black child, it will still be a Black household, but I want a strong Black household.
Okay. Brown Sugar said, you're so beautiful inside and out. What challenges do you face meeting prospects in the real world?
I am so laser focused when I go places. That is my biggest challenge. If I'm at a work event or if I'm around friends, I'm so into what's going on and enjoying the moment to where I'm not looking out. I realized that pretty early that I just enjoy being around my people and my group, to where I just try to enjoy every moment and not look towards men. I don't want to be seen towards my group as the one that's like sprouting around and just looking for a guy. So it's part of that. And then also when I am by myself, I do get approached by men, but it's like, why or what for? I just don't know. And I don't try to navigate who they are off of a meeting. So maybe I can use some advice from the cousins again with that.
The question is,
yeah, she knows the cousin. She knows. Yeah, she knows.
What are the challenges you meet in the real world? So you're saying, well, okay. Well, I think this next question goes along with that one before I say something.
Okay.
Divine Photo says, are you putting yourself in the environments to meet men like coffee shops, library, museums, or at some formal events? Also ask in-depth questions to weed out the men you really want. So where are the locations you go?
Oh, I hang out. Oh, I'm sorry, keep going out. I hang out at a lot of events. Right now, I'm going to a private bowling party. So I meet people. I just don't take them serious like when I meet them in person. Like if a guy walks up to me while I'm in like a grocery store or something, I just won't take him serious because I feel like I would have to do so much work to try to figure out who he is, what are his intentions, and things like that.
Yeah, but that's the way you do dating. I don't understand what these young, jeez, I don't understand what you young people are talking about. That's the whole point of dating, is to get to know a person, to do all of that work. That's what dating is. It's the legwork of getting to know people. What do you mean you don't want to do the work? They don't just come fully functioning, fully grown.
So I just try to be as cautious as possible. The second thing is I want to agree with a past guest that was on your show. The Bay Area has a large pimp culture. So men usually like that are approaching, I just always take a step back and I don't feel as comfortable.
You're in that city where, I don't know. Maybe you need to move out. Yeah, she has. Yeah, I recall saying you need to open your options up.
I mean, I think you always have to be cautious when you meet somebody. But then I would challenge that with, well, what would be the difference of you meeting somebody on a dating app? Because on a dating app, before you meet them in person, you're talking, you're texting. At least this person, you actually meet him in person. So wouldn't that be more safe because now you met this person in person?
They have a little bit more social proof if I meet them online.
In what ways?
And I can search, I can investigate them, but I can search them on Google. I can view their Instagram, their social.
You just told people not to do that to you.
Well, no, it's like you're trying to figure out who I am. Like it was Kendra. I understand what you're saying,
but you're also essentially saying when you meet a guy, if you Google a guy, you're trying to figure out who he is.
Well, I'm saying for a LinkedIn profile or something, but I understand.
She's saying you guys be looking for her so you can tear her down, not to help her up or not to find her a man. That's the difference.
And what you're saying, but these are people who aren't even presenting themselves to my face. See, you presented yourself to me. So if I can do a small background check just to make sure either hey, you're not married or, you are who you say you are, that's one thing. But this is the internet.
What the hell is going on with you people? You meet people in real life, in real time. That's the best thing to do. I understand the dating apps you can do screening, but being able to put your hands on a person is the best option in real time.
And they're trying to find my job and got my phone number.
That's fair. But I still think meeting a person in person is more official than meeting them online, because even if you meet them in person, you can ask for their social. So then you could you can meet a person in person. So now you met them in person, you know that they are this person, and then you could go and look at their social, look at Facebook and get to know more. But either way, that's just my take on it. You had
that makes sense, and I hear that often, that's the best way. I just feel like maybe it's my generation that just made it more comfortable.
Yeah, y'all making it more complicated than what it really is. Oh, that's not necessary. Meet a person, go on a date, find out, ask them questions, and then that's it.
I'm in the dating app business. I'm a Black woman in tech. So I want everybody to be on my dating app, but I also know you guys want love. So I always
thank you.
Say, add me to your dating search list, and your real life, who's in your face, is your highest probability. So the men that you can touch, the men that you see, that's your highest probability of landing a relationship. But of course, obviously, I have success stories. It can happen here too. But I just always say, no, do not negate your real world. Kareem has a question for you.
Yes.
Kareem says, seems like a ton of men are after you. You have a list of requirements as long as the Dead Sea Scrolls. Maybe your father should be helping you vet these men.
They're helping me. He's helping me vet them. I don't feel like the problem is the type of man, is me and my problem. This is a personal issue that I have for the men that are coming to me that I'm realizing. And my list.
That's what I said.
It's shorter now. You should have seen the last live. But the list really came for the show. This is not something that I carry around with me like a tote or a book. I really just made it for Kendra's show because I respect her platform, and I just try to be as neat as possible. And I'm also a Capricorn, so I can't help this smidget of perfectionism.
Okay. Well, I would say this. Don't make it for me. Make it for yourself. So whatever's true for you without the show, let it be true for you, right?
Yes, so this is true for me. I just wrote it down in word form on a document.
Okay. And then I think they like you, girl. They paying all these money to ask you questions. Abraham said, you're very pretty, but you're making this too complicated. Are you sure you want someone right now?
I respect that. And honestly, it's from me to be as clear as possible. Maybe, I don't know if you feel comfortable to put why you feel like I'm making it complicated or what parts I'm making complicated. I just felt personally like I enjoy Kendra. I like her platform. I like being here. I respect her. She's doing a wonderful job, and she's giving me the platform to make myself available to people who I possibly can't connect with. But yeah, I am ready to date. So if I meet a man and he's ready to date, then I'm happy.
Okay. Well, and I appreciate the wonderful compliments you gave me. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Coffee killer. For a beautiful woman, she has trust and insecurity issues she must address before going out on a.
Exactly. All of this, I'm afraid to talk to you. I need to vet you. I need to do a background. I need to do all this. Y'all crazy out here these days. Y'all gonna stay single. Y'all gonna stay losing if you continue to do this extreme way. The dude we talked to, AD, yesterday, that was wild. You're doing too much. All that ain't even necessary. And then you ain't even invested in this person emotionally, and you scared to jump out there just to even talk or go on a date. Y'all ain't getting nowhere in this dating world.
An actual date. I hope this helps.
Maybe trust in a way that when it's just like a overload of people, it's like, why? Like, I'm just maybe weary about that. I don't believe I'm insecure. I don't see that being.
I don't think you're insecure either.
But
no, it's not a matter. It may not be a matter of insecurity. It's just a matter of her not trusting her instincts, or her not trusting. I mean, you obviously you can't trust every person, but there might have been a situation or something that happened to her, and she's taking it all the way to the left. And this makes no sense for somebody as beautiful as her. She should be used to men approaching her. She should know what she wants, how she wants, when she wants it. Maybe she's been dating losers, and her picker is off the chart. That could be it. You got a shitty ticker. Maybe she just got a shitty ticker. She apparently broke up with somebody in the last 2 months or so. Maybe she got a shitty picker.
It's definitely the trust. And it's just like, I'm just trying to vet someone that wants to date how I want to date, that isn't in survival mode when it comes to dating. I'm just trying to make sure that they're a real person, and the things that they say are honest.
Okay, fair enough. You have a very positive attitude on life, Ashanti. I love that.
Listen, it's great over here. We have fun.
Yes, it was great.
If it's so great, then you should have you a man. If it's so great, you should be getting the cream of the crop. If it's so much, we shouldn't be having this hard of a time to find us a man, to find you a decent human being. All the pick should be coming your way. Why is it that you're not getting the pick of the litter? Because something's wrong with you. Yeah, something is going on with her. There's no reason for her not to have gotten a man by now. She's a beautiful girl. There shouldn't be any kind of issues like that, but there shouldn't be any kind of issues with her. But apparently there are issues with her. It's something to do with her. No normal human being who looks like her, above average, should be having a problem finding the man that she wants to take care of her, to provide for her, to give her what she wants. No kids, thin, fit, she's feminine, all the things. And yet and see if she can't find someone? Like I said to her, something's different and something is wrong, and you're the problem.